What is up, everybody? What is up? So today, as I had put, we're going to be trying out my new setup. Now, I know I don't have them in front of me. Bear with me. Uh, there's chat. Okay. But so we'll be testing that setup out here in a second. The reason they're not in front of me is because they're really, really hard to use your mouse and keyboard, right? The sticks are here, and I have to like do this kind of like reach through kind of thing to get in. So we're gonna enter. I'm gonna see if last time I was on, shit got all fucked up again. But on a quantum, I lost the jump drive or whatever it's called. So figure that out. So we do have news. We do have some news. After much digging, and we dug deep. We watched a ton of hours today, videos. We read a lot of forums. I've taken everything into consideration as far as the sim rig, and we will not be ordering the sim rig on Friday now. Uh, we're not going to go with Track Racer. I've just heard too many things. Also, I've heard that the quality is not. It's good quality, but compared to the some other rigs on the market, it could be better. I guess the instructions aren't that well. You know, sometimes people are getting the wrong screws or whatnot. I've heard enough that I was just like, for $1,000, I'll just go with a different company. And one of the companies that I did come across, I don't know what we set it to, if it's even set up. Now, how the fuck did I fix that? Shit. I have to talk to Habit. So he was helping me with this issue prior. All right. It's somewhere in the bindings. I just don't remember where. But yeah. So after a lot of digging and all that stuff, sorry. After all that fun stuff, we've decided that we're gonna go with a SimLab setup. Same price, $1,000 for the sim rig. That's before you add everything. Yeah, I know. Is what it is, right? But I've heard the assembly is much better. The options are much better. Some of the things I didn't like about the Track Racer is the integrated monitor stands. There really wasn't a lot for triple on the ones that I was looking at. And then I plan to get some motion. And after seeing the different motion setups for roughly the same price, 74 to 7,800, I don't remember the name of the company now offhand, but I found a better company that's more sim oriented rather than D boxes just general. Now they're both great, but these ones are more, they target more sim games, Star Citizen, Assetto Corsa, all these kind of games where they really map out the different vibrations and feels and movements. So the D box was overall general feel for all games, but for anything like if you want more realism, these were the way to go. They're DK2 pluses, Sigma, something. So we're gonna do a P1X Ultimate Sim Rig with the DX2 pluses, the DK2 pluses. Those will be probably end of the year next year. We're hoping, but the Sim Rig and everything else we're gonna try to get somewhere around. It'll probably be here around March. Nothing I can do. It's sold out. It's out of stock. I looked, and other people are patiently waiting as well. And most people are saying towards the end of February they'll probably have another stock. So we'll see. It gives me time to build it. We'll do things right. I mean, the sim rig's going to be around 15,000 by the time we're done. And then I'm still looking at monitors and all that nonsense. It's just a lot to get into. All right. I believe I found it. Gamepad, I think, is where I found it. All right. They I don't know if this is right. Uh I may have found. Hold on, I'm gonna go back. I believe when I had looked on. What am I doing? On foot all. It's just. I don't know. All right. The next step is going to be fun. I have to swap chairs, put on my vest. This is just a lot to do. That's one of the things that I am looking forward to. There we go. All right. One of the things I'm looking forward to with the sim rig is not having to do this. Have some kind of mouse and keyboard tray that, because the sticks will be more spread apart instead of, because right now they're about here. Well, about here. Okay. Instead of being over here, which means I'll have a way to do mouse and keyboard for FPS or any ground things. All right, so what I'm going to do is go back.
Welcome to
I want to pull in the
retrieval system.
I don't ever think we'll use the Pisces.
Please visit us.
So what we'll do is we're going to go to that Pisces, and hopefully it's the same size. It's an Explorer. So we'll hit save. Go to my Super Hornet. Explorer. Hit save. Okay. Now, the next thing we have to do is put on some damn clothes. That works. No, I paid enough for it. Let's put on our chairman stuff. I want to see the new backpack with it. What are we missing? Chest. And then there's no way that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. There's no way. Come on, man. I'm gonna check my hanger. If that is truly it, I'm gonna be a little upset. I'm not gonna lie. And it is, that's it. Arden CL, yeah. So the reason I'm not happy about that, right? You would think free stuff's free stuff, but yes and no. Okay. So we'll start off by explaining Chairman's Club. To get Chairman's Club, you have to have had $1,000 or more spent on your account. Gosh, I know. So you got if you had hit Chairman's Club or concierge status on your Star Citizen account, you got the medium armor set for free. Now, in this game, as you would imagine, a light armor can go on a medium can go on a medium, but a heavy can't go on it. So we would want to use medium backpack because it holds more. Okay. But anyways, yeah, so you're going to want to carry more. So this can hold 54,000 SCU. We're not going to go into the rest of it. 54,000 SCU. This one's 127,000. This is a medium at 105,000. 54,000 again for the Arden. Yeah, all the mediums are like so much more. It just means you can fit more things. Now, I personally run the 150K one, but I can't put a heavy on this. What that means is like if I want to take this, right? Just a chest is going to fill up 78% of that backpack. So when I'm out looting and everything, mind you, this is more sim oriented. I mean, it is sim, but because of that, weights are factored in when you're carrying stuff. Even a helmet's 23%. So that's just no. When I could get almost triple on a heavy or double on a medium. So it kind of just makes me mad that the one matching backpack is a fucking light. It's kind of like, well, come on, man. Anyways, I wanted to check out this bundle real quick. There's some store credits. Apparently not. Okay. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna set up this these flight sticks. So give me 1 second. All I gotta do is pull the chair over, but I want to make sure everything's out of the way. All right. Oh my god. Oh, that is so hard. That is so hard to reach down and grab that stuff. So another problem. Another problem with this setup, right, is the fact that hello. All right. So another problem with this setup, in the way this is one, I have to be a lot further away because I'll be pushing my sticks forward, if that makes sense. The second, again, is mouse and keyboard. As you can see, this is how I have to use my mouse and keyboard. It doesn't look very comfortable. It's not. But my biggest issue also is like the cords. Every time I move the chair, I run the risk of running over the cords, and I'm using some pretty good USB extension cords. I got the more expensive ones because they're gonna need it, right? All right. So what we're gonna do?
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit us again.
We're gonna pull the ship out. The problem is I don't know where zero is, and where 0 to 100 starts, or 0 to negative 100 starts. So what we did was we completely removed a lot of this, one or two of the springs inside of the cam, and then we tightened something. I don't remember the technical. Why are you glowing different every time I get you out? Now I know. Now I know that everything's going to be weird. I still have to set up the inversion. Every time, the reason I wanted to stream this is in case anybody else comes across this and is having trouble. Good to know that's still working. All right. Thank you.
Shields online.
Why can't I put more into what the fuck is going on? Sure. All right.
Takeoff complete. Landing complete.
All right. So right off the bat, we know we need to do 2 inversions. So we'll go to, and it's all HOTA 2. Flight movement. Up, down, yes. Forward, back, yes. And that's all we need to do. And now when we go up, there we go. Oh, that's awkward. I need like a notch to feel that middle. That's dangerous. Let's boost. Shit.
Shields offline. Landing gear raised.
I'm not. This is. We're fine. No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Quantum drive is now off.
Okay, so what we want to do is I want to set a dead zone. Eight, 10. Okay. Just making sure. Controls. We want this pretty generous. So we'll try 0.20. I'm going to try 0.15. We're going to dial that in. I feel like there's a little too much dead zone. I'm guessing this should be 0.
Drive is now on. Auto drive is now off.
Now, what I want to do is practice flying. 1.2 mommy miles. That should be on the other side of the planet. So I'm gonna practice with regular gravity, something a little bit higher. I think that'll be better for us at this point. And then we have to look at Urkel and see what they did, because I can't max my shields out anymore, so it's probably not a big deal. Click here to update. That's fine. I'm gonna grab my loadout, my Super Hornet. It's saying I should be able to max these out.
Shields online.
I don't know.
Shields offline.
No, we don't want to go Giga Mommies. Cool. I'm surrounded by clouds. Okay. I'm just going to select something on the damn planet because thank you. All right, we're over here. That's perfect. Okay. Jesus. We were descending rapidly. Fucker's gonna have us go through the planet, apparently. Yo, that's new. That is super cool. That was a little close. All right. Right now we're facing negative. Let's go. Let's even out. We can take it down a little bit. This is nerve-wracking. I can't see shit. We just want to find the damn sunshine. This should be sunny.
Quantum drive is now on.
Please be sunny.
Quantum drive is now off.
4.5. 3.5. Go up just a little bit. Since when can I not go to Sherman? Well,
Shields online. Shields offline.
excuse you. Man, it feels so forward. All right. Let's see how the new armor's doing. I hit F2, thank you very much. Okay. Done.
Good day to take down some shitheads, huh? Got your pay on tap and ready to go once you punch him out.
And then we'll get all set up once we get there.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Because we were not set up.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now.
Maybe that dead zone needs to be a bit bigger, huh? All right.
Quantum drive is now on.
So all we have to do is set up missiles and some other stuff. The plan will be to do this for a little bit, and then we're gonna swap stream over. We're gonna redo a whole another stream tonight, and race, and get more used to our new pedals and all that nonsense. Because they are not. The new pedals are not forgiving without a sim rig. Load cells are no joke. If you don't have, if you're just on carpet like I am, you're fucked. All right. Burn 50%.
Shields online.
Gladius.
Lock. Shields hit. Bogey.
You ain't running to me. These guys like to run into you, so I'm being careful.
Target destroyed.
I was very close when I blew him up.
Let me cross them off the list and get you paid.
Shields hit.
Motherfucker's still firing on me. What? That is not the same target. We need to get rid of this. And now. It's a saber.
Destroyed.
Okay, well. So far, so good. I think the dead zone could be a little bit more, to be honest. It's really hard to keep track without some kind of notch. Without some kind of way to tell. And I thought I'd be able to tell more, but I can't. Large multi-crew, that ain't gonna. I prefer a medium. Fucking HRT, jeez. These are ground missions. And as I said before, going from this to that, you know, from stick to keyboard and mouse is just a nightmare at the moment. When they're more spread out and have a keyboard tray, it'd be a lot better. Until then, it's just not doable. So we're probably going to die. We're going to go in and we're going to fully unload. All right, I'm going to close Urkel. I'm curious. Havoc is responding. I'm going to see once he responds. I'm going to ask him if he knows anything about this. Urkel says I should be able to max the shields out. I've updated and everything. I don't know why we can't. I don't know if it's an error. I don't know if it's a known issue. I don't know if it's something to do with the new cooling and then engineering. I figured he knows way more than I do. From what I can see, it's a known issue. It's okay.
You got all the details and you know what to do. Play it smart and come home safe, you hear?
All right, this one we're gonna cheat a little bit. We're gonna utilize a lot more.
Shields offline. Quantum drive is now off.
So we're not wearing the vest tonight because it's really hot in the room.
Quantum drive is now on.
Apparently, I finished my energy drink too.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on.
All right.
Quantum drive is now off. Shields online. Shields offline.
All right, we are going towards the surface, which means we are in low gravity in the dark.
Shields online.
We want to pull them into space or we will hit the deck. We're at 4K, 4.4 above deck right now. I can tell you this, that deck comes quick with low grav. Our plan is to find the little ships, take them out, and then play cat and mouse with the bigger one.
Okay.
Don't even care. Hit it. And there they are. Okay. Doesn't matter. Fuck them up.
Okay. Lock.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Shields hit.
Yeah, no shit. Got him.
Okay.
Come on, baby. What is it? What is it? I know what that is.
Lock. Shields hit.
Buccaneer. No, we gotta get away from that. Not the Buccaneer, the other guy. No, I'm cooked.
Shield down. Lock. Shields hit. Shield down.
No, he hit me.
Shield down.
God damn, dude.
Shield down.
We gotta take him out. Like now.
Target destroyed. Engines offline.
Oh no.
All systems offline. Anvil Aerospace
Dead stick.
online.
No, we're cooked. All right. Once they blow us up, we'll be fine. All right. So right now, it's about where I expected it to be. It's a lot harder to go in with a smaller ship and get that done. I was like, what the fuck?
Ask your doctor or pharmacist how to taper your
A lot easier.
to help you return to the job in record time.
A lot easier on the smaller targets. Sorry. A lot easier on the smaller targets. A lot harder though on those bigger targets. Ooh, man.
Attention all
And as you saw, the more targets, the more targets I have, uh, it was just it's a nightmare trying to get in when you have the 3 smaller ships that you're trying to hit and get in, and that big one just pounding on you, man. But I didn't feel soft. I didn't, as you notice, I pulled away and I panicked a lot. Prior to this patch, um, smaller ship, it doesn't matter size really. You didn't feel like your ship had armored hull. You would get hit, and as soon as those shields went down, it was pretty much game over. I mean, you could take a couple hits, but it wasn't as much as that. Like as you notice, if you had noticed, towards more the end, I was getting a little more confident in trying to like turn around and focus my target more. I'm not used to being able to take that much damage. In fact, when we collided a few times, I'm like, "Fuck, here we go." And even after I spun out, I held the brake, got out of the G spin, and went back. And I was like, "Wow, we're not dead." And it was crazy. So I feel like where the ships needed to be a little more harder hitting and be able to take a hit,
Sure.
I feel like it's there.
Be able to work longer hours. But
And then I feel like, where people said it didn't make sense, that if you're in a bigger ship, next thing you know is you're getting hit by a little ship and you're just fucked. I don't feel like that is there, because going after that bigger, I didn't get to hit it. But man, I can feel the difference with the smaller ships. Like the changed armor feels great. One second. Now for the dread. I do want to take a bigger ship out. I want to see how it feels with the sticks. I don't have my vest on, so it's going to feel a little underwhelming. My sticks aren't haptic or anything. I've looked into haptic sticks. The company that I like using, Virpil, they're working on them, but I mean, I'm just not. I just don't care to invest in that right now because of how much I did spend on these. Okay, I can't deal with that.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Feels like we're non-stop.
So claim this.
Insurance claim has been sent.
That's slower. Interesting.
Visitors again.
All right.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval.
We're going to pull out the Karak.
How's it going?
You should have seen his face. Looked like he
Vehicle
swallowed a bug.
selected.
Thought he was gonna
Stand by.
cry.
Your vehicle has been delivered to
Shit.
the location.
Okay.
If you say
Please
so.
visit us again.
Large hangar. Can we please get a freaking extra large hangar for this thing? Like, this isn't like the rule of the cat. If it fits, it sits. Like, does it fit? Technically, yes, it does fit. Should it fit? No. Like the last time I took this out, I was clipping the sides. Like it's big. All right. So like that's the hangar door. I know it looks like it has plenty of space in here. It does not. I can assure you it does not. When you're lining up coming out of that, the doors just don't extend all the way, right? They stick out a little bit. So this thing's a nightmare to get out of a large hangar. It really is. You know, it's also a nightmare is the fact that I don't bloody remember how to fucking get to the cockpit. I thought that was a... It's not an elevator. I'm just dumb. That'll work, though. Ship... The front of this ship kind of reminds me of Spaceballs 1, the way it opens. Closed door. All right. We are looking for an elevator. Call elevator. Is that the right one? Dish. That looks right. Bridge. Hey! I did it. Look at me go. So we'll show you the problems that we have had with this ship, okay?
Enter aerospace. All systems online.
I'm not worried about guns, to be honest.
Shields online.
It feels better. All right, so here's our main problem. This is third person. The ship in this hangar is so damn big, I'm clipping through the wall. I really can't, like... You see what I mean? Like, I can't really, like, see it that well. We can go to the front somewhat. But if we try to go to, like, the sides, it goes absolutely crazy. If I try to see up and above, one, you can't even see the whole damn ship. She's just a big girl. This is the angle. This is the angle we prefer, and we can't. So it's really hard to do that. All right.
Shields offline.
Oh, there's a thing in my face. Yeah, I have this calibrated for the Hornet to look up, not to look up. All right.
Takeoff complete.
So we're going to go straight up.
Landing gear raised.
All right, so now we can actually look around the ship. But, like, she's massive. And then I am way at the front. Like, she's not the biggest ship, don't get me wrong. She's far from, but she's a big girl. Much better. There's a bit of bunch of lag in this, isn't there? Jesus, can we not? So I'm going to try to land it. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to finish that. I don't have a ship that honestly can take that out. That I know of. If I was with some friends or something, it wouldn't be so bad, maybe. But if they're like, if I were to call my mate, right? If I were to call my mate Dur, he'd be in a Titan, I'd be in a Hornet. The possibility of him getting shredded and me getting shredded and us not completing it is still super high. Oh, fuck Knuckles. Please slow down. Oh, 1 second. Um. There you are. Ugh. She turns like a potato in mud. Am I? I feel like I'm upside down. No, I'm not. Okay. Uh. All right. I got a dead stopper. And see if this is working. All right. No, it's working. Okay, cool. We're good.
Shields online.
I have found a pad that should be suitable.
That's cool. That's new. Landing gear down.
Landing gear deployed. Warning, you are leaving a safe zone.
My God. Okay. I don't feel like my nose is close enough yet. That should be good. Can we not?
Warning, you are leaving a safe zone.
Attention pilot, after review, your landing permission has been denied.
Yeah, we'll suck on this. Nope, we're getting closed in the damn door.
You have already been given an assignment.
I sure have not. Okay, dead zone, 100% has to be adjusted. God. Jesus, dude.
Landing clear.
Engines offline.
So how much did that cost us? A penny. Not really. Okay. All right, we will take care of that in a second. All right. So what we're gonna do is have zero idea how the hell we're getting off this ship. I know the way back through this way. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Ugh. This is the elevator we want. This is the way that I had learned. Now we want to go to, we're on habitation. We want to go to sub deck. I thought there was another deck, but apparently there's not. I want to say this doesn't look right, but it is the right way. I mean, I guess the other way was quicker. All right, now here's the question. Did we land good enough that we can actually put this away, or is it going to get sucked in upside down or something? That's not a game problem. That's a parking problem.
Retrieval systems. Your vehicle has been moved to a place visited.
No, my back end was too far back. Yep, that's what I thought. It's okay though. All right. So the plan is, for now, what we're gonna do is we are going to redo the stream here. We're gonna take a small little break to get all this. Instead of doing this all on stream, I'm just gonna wait. It'll be 20 minutes, 10 minutes. I don't know. I have to set up the wheel, the pedals, all that fun stuff. So what I'm going to do is we will be back on stream in about 10 or 15 minutes, maybe 20, depending. I'm also going to check out some of these links, or this link that Havoc sent me, showing me another sim rig. So we'll check that out from Monster Tech. Which I knew they had flight. I didn't know they had racing. So I'm curious to see what the configuration looks like and yada yada. I'm not going to go too much into it. I've spent all day. I spent literally all day doing this, crunching numbers, looking at specs and everything. And my head is just sim rig bruised at this point. But yeah, so we're going to pull out the pedals. We're going to get more comfortable with our new wheel. We're still learning shifting. I don't know. I don't want to not shift tonight. I don't want to not shift. But between the new pedals, and if you have never used load cell pedals, the best way I can explain it is if you took like a rubber disc, a very firm rubber disc, Some of them are rubber, some of them are polyurethane. Polyurethane is the same material they use for like rollerblade wheels and a lot of other like rubbery products. Okay. Um, or even like if you've, pressed on like an eraser, one of the big pink erasers from like school, it's a bunch of those discs stacked up. They look like lifesavers almost. They're not candy. Do not eat or swallow these. Um, and when you press, it's just as mad you would imagine. It's like actually being in a real GT and or like rally car formula. It's a very hard pedal and it's very sensitive, and I'm not used to that yet. I'm used to the other one that is a little more forgiving. When you brake, you can go in or slam on the brake. This is you have about an inch of movement, and that's about it. I haven't figured that out yet. Still working on that. Like I said before, we put in the I took the spring from the aftermarket kit from Mosa, and instead of putting in it's for the gas. Well, I put that light spring in the brake, and it was lovely. It was perfect for now until I have something I can really push on, because in the carpet it likes its hip. However, it was making a weird, nasty screeching noise, and I just was not having it. It was really distracting. I was scared that I was scratching the internals or something. We just dropped 500 on these new pedals. We got the Mosa CRP2 pedals. Really, really nasty noise. So I put the light springs back in. I have 2 silver springs and a separator. We're going to keep trying that and just get used to lighter braking. But as we're trying to race, I'm getting used to the new gas and braking. They're also not positioned like this anymore. They're positioned right next to each other. So my feet are a little bit weird. So I'm going to have to wear my shoes for this. The feel is different. The angle is different. It's something brand new. You're trying to get used to it and also shift. And it's a lot. So I know there's going to be a lot of trial and error. I know it's going to be not as easy to do, but it's something that I'm willing to sit here and figure out with the time. I think we're going to bump up the racing. Normally I race on novice, and the last time we streamed on Forza, we had bumped it up to average or above average. It's one of the two. I think we're going to start with average again. It was a little harder. I know. I'm sure somebody out there like average. Like Durr, he's probably like, whatever. It's easy. For me, it's not. We all start somewhere. The only reason I'm not like on something like a Assetto or anything right now is just getting used to. There goes Durr typing. But literally was like, yeah, I figured. Yeah. But we all start somewhere. The only reason we're not on a setup is I still don't have all that set up. I mean, we could try. He says he plays an expert. Maybe we'll give it a shot. It's just those pedals, man. When we start stream, I'll actually bring out that kit and show. I was using the lightest ones, and there's no budge. It literally is like, it's literally like taking a piece of metal and laying it on 8 of those school erasers and pressing down. That's the feel. It's super hard. And when you're on carpet, like I said, we went from brake or gas and brake, right? Being like a little separated to now our legs are doing this because they're like right next to each other. Now that we have the clutch, because we have, 1, 2, 3. I can't use the clutch yet. I tried using the clutch. We are going to be using clutch mode. Maybe not. I want to start using clutch mode because I do have the shifter. I just don't have anywhere to mount it, right? I was thinking of trying on one of the MT chair mounts, but I just don't want to. I feel like that would be just awkward, and every time I shift, I just don't need another thing, So I'm going to take the 10 to 15 minutes. We're going to get set up, and then I'll show some like the different springs and stuff, and then we'll get some racing done. And like I said, Assetto is in the works. It's in the plans. I'm more waiting for the sim rig. I want to get used to everything first. before I start having to worry about tire pressure angles and all that. I just don't want to have to deal with that right off the bat and the new wheel and all of that stuff. I'm more familiar with Forza. That and I have the controller for Forza where I can do the menu since I'm too lazy to set my Moza wheel up. Uh they have redid some of the pit house though. So now you can I haven't tried it. Don't quote me on this, but I believe you can map out those buttons to be way more compatible with an Xbox controller. My issue is like if I go into a race or something, I can't use, even though I have it set A on the wheel to activate. And mind you, Moza is Xbox compatible and not PS5 from what I hear, but Xbox compatible. And it's set up with Xbox controls. But if I hit like A, to activate, it doesn't do anything. So I got to use the controller. I got to use it for navigate the menu. I can't do that on wheel. Not a big deal. I'm sure I saw the key mappings. I'm more focused on getting used to the wheel and the pedals rather than getting the buttons to work. I know there was a software. I don't remember what it was called. I have it bookmarked somewhere, but it was a third party program and it would remap everything. I was just like, what the fuck ever. It drives. That's all I needed to do. All right. So we will be back about 10, 15 minutes and I will see you then.